Hi everyone, welcome to today's Pick a Card. I posted a poll, you voted, so today's topic, today's reading is all about what surprise is happening to you next. Sorry, there's like smoke all around my camera right now. So we have 3 piles to choose from. I will put them on the screen. Use your intuition to pick. Timestamps will be down below. I also added a die on each of the piles. Maybe that'll help you choose. Just do whatever calls to you first or whatever feels right. There is no wrong answer. So yeah, we're going to use tarot cards, Lenormand, Oracle, my dice, of course. We're going to figure out what is happening next in your life. So if you guys have not yet subscribed and you like this reading, please consider doing so before you go. And just FYI, I do pick a random subscriber every month for a free reading. So I'm filming this the day before the 1st of June. So that'll be tomorrow. I'll be announcing the winner. And I also offer paid readings right now for only $25. Information's down below. Again, images on the screen. Pause if you need to, and let's get into the reading. So group number 1, you chose this Oracle deck here, which is all about love, and then the dice I rolled on it is the 8th house, which involves other people. So right off the bat, I'm feeling that the next surprise that's coming involves another person, but we're gonna, use all these tools here to figure out more information on what exactly that means. Spirit, what is the next surprise happening for group number 1? What is happening for group number 1? We're going to start off with the Lenormand, a triplet, showing me the overview of what is happening next to group number 1. What surprise, what unexpected surprise, thing, event, occurrence, whatever is happening for group number 1. Thank you for clear and accurate messages. What is happening next for group number 1? What is happening next for group number 1? I feel like one card flipped. So we have here the broom, man, and the moon. On the bottom we have the diviner. So some of you guys may be getting more into your spiritual practice, but right off the bat with that broom and the man, I feel like you guys are kind of sweeping away possibly any relationships or people in your life that no longer serve you, and you're likely to be focused more on work and this emotional satisfaction and your own well-being. Because also with the 8 we rolled the same number as the moon here, and the moon in the Lenormand, it is all about emotional satisfaction, career satisfaction. So there also could be like doubling. The broom can mean sweeping away something or doubling. So perhaps you guys will have more work responsibilities, more people in your life, or an increase in work satisfaction. And if you guys are spiritual workers or just spiritual in general, I feel like your practice is really going to play a big role in this change. Maybe you are trying to draw in a better job or a better lover or friend or something like that. Let's get the tarot and get more information here. Spirit, what is going on? Can you explain further for the next surprise going on for group number 1? You guys really might be getting into literally like witchcraft, spirituality, tarot. The 8th house rules that too. What is happening for group number 1? Six of Pentacles on the bottom here. So I have 7 of Cups reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, and 10 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think there's someone in your life that you've been indecisive about, that maybe has been like ruining your confidence, or it could be a family member. Maybe they're getting in the way of your desires, your dreams, the person you want, something of that nature. And maybe you were dependent on someone or vice versa, and that's being cut off. But on the bottom we have the 6 of Coins here, which is like a very generous person. Maybe you've been very giving with someone and you feel like it's just not being reciprocated, so you're sweeping away this person and you're going to see you have a lot more options once that is over. And we have the Hermit reversed right under that, so you might be kind of coming out of your shell more and doing more things that, you know, you weren't able to do before because of this situation. Is there more information, please? What else for this group? Yeah, I feel like you guys are just really increasing your worth, figuring out what you want and letting go what no longer serves you, not being codependent, doing your own thing, like being more satisfied in multiple areas of your life, getting rid of any friends, lovers, or family members, or just like taking a break from them. We have Control reversed. Yeah, if someone's been controlling in your life, like I feel like you're using your power to like let go of that bond. Like someone was very codependent on you and you're breaking that, and you're gonna have so much more freedom. That's the next big change. Oops, a bunch of cards flipped over here. Just one card at a time, please, Spirit. So I feel like you're taking your power back. That's like a big thing, and the whole situation has to do with one person you're letting go. It possibly is a masculine or a family member. It doesn't have to be, but that's what it's looking like. And then we have Daydream reversed. So I think once you let go of this person or thing that's been controlling your life, you're not gonna just be daydreaming. Like with the 7 of Coins or Cups reversed too, you're no longer gonna be like daydreaming about what you want. You're gonna be like going for it. And that's number 11 too. You're like, we have a lot of ones. Control is 1, then Daydream 1, 1, 1. There's new beginnings here. Once you're gonna cut loose someone that's been holding you back, keeping you from your dreams, making you feel like whatever it is you want isn't possible, and you're gonna break free from them and you're gonna go after what your desires are and you're gonna be successful with it. And especially like those, I get this feeling it's like something that you're feeling spiritually called to do so, and anyone you've told has just been putting you down. And seriously, like, don't even tell these people anymore. Like if they're putting you down, they're not people you want around anyways. We'll get some astrological information on them too, but whoa, that card just wanted to flip out. So 2 cards. Honesty and then Failure reversed. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be honest with yourself about what you want and with other people, instead of like just going along with the flow of what other people want or say you should do. You're going to be honest and truthful with yourself first and then with others. And it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it for myself. Yeah, I feel like once you're honest with yourself about your true desires and what you need and what you want, you might have to let people go if they don't agree with you, but it's going to be for the best. And Failure came out reversed. So if you're afraid of this whole transition or change, don't be. And if you're afraid of past mistakes that have happened, you're going to be able to clean that all away. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You know, use anything from the past as a way to push you forward. Like you might even be able to use like past wounds kind of thing, like, or whatever's happened to you in the past, to help others like in similar situations. That might be this new like career path or new thing that's going on for you. I definitely get the feeling that there's some sort of like calling you're feeling. And we have Discipline on the bottom. I can accomplish what I set my mind to do. Yes. Once you let go of this person that's been holding you back, you're going to have so many more opportunities and your confidence back, and you're going to excel. They're just this toxic person. That's the change coming. You're letting go and finding yourself. And we have first house. Yeah, focusing on you, Taurus and Neptune. Again, spirituality theme here. But also I feel like you're going to find more like self-love with yourself and like what pleasure, what like sensory things you like and what you want to experience. And you're going to really like work on that and who you are. And I feel like your spirituality is going to be huge with this transition. So yes, let's get some astrological cards here, but maybe you guys are going to be having some spiritual awakening. If you're like, what are you talking about? Like you haven't had this yet. It looks like you're definitely, spirituality is going to be playing a big role. It's like a new discipline in your life. We have your Gemini. We're in Gemini season when I film this, but this is a timeless video. And Aquarius, which also makes me think you're doing things a little eccentric and different. Aquarius rules astrology. And Gemini, like I feel like you're getting more vocal and like social about like the things you want and getting out there and doing it and not keeping it in. You're exploring new things, learning new things, you're changing your day-to-day activities, and it's definitely going to be for the best. You're going to have so much more freedom, and your dreams are going to become a reality. You're not going to be like, I don't know what I want to do, because you're not going to have this person around that is clouding you. So that is what I have for you, group one. It looks like you're having some sort of spiritual change, and it's really positive. It's going to lead to you feeling more confident, having better work satisfaction, more confidence, like in not being controlled by other people. Once you let them go and embrace your spiritual side, that your life is just going to be so much better. So I feel like it might seem like something bad's happening at first, like when you have to cut someone out or like, you know, sweep away what doesn't serve you, but that's going to bring forth so many changes that help you find, like, connect to your higher self and feel better about yourself and thrive. So I'm happy for you. That's exciting. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and let me know how this resonated. I hope it did. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye, group one. Hi, group two. So you guys chose, I had to double check on the picture I took. This deck here, my astrological deck, and it had Mars on top. So I feel like potentially this big surprise, this big change, whatever's happening next for you might have to do with some sort of astrological transit that's happening to you, perhaps Mars, or it's just something like very action-oriented, like divine masculine. We'll figure it out. But I feel like there might be some transits going on that you can kind of get a clue about what is going on that involve Mars, and for some reason I'm feeling like Uranus might be a major transit for you too. But we're gonna use Lenormand first and get an overview. What is happening to group number two? What surprise is happening next? What surprise is happening next for group number two? Camera's already almost done. That wanted to come out. What is happening next to group number two? Ooh, it looks like some big changes are coming. If you guys have been feeling really lonely and isolated and like at a crossroads, not really knowing what the path ahead is going to be, it looks like this isolation is being diminished. And also we have the crossing here, which is like spiritual fate, like feeling, it's like you don't know what's ahead. You feel like there's something there for you, but you don't know what it is, and it feels confusing. Like maybe you've kind of been keeping to yourself because you've been feeling overwhelmed or just lonely and isolated. That is ending. We have 2 6s here too, but we have the mice, which diminishes what's next to it, and we have the tower here, which talks about isolation and also those who like aim high professionally. So if you've been like really just isolating yourself, focusing on work and focusing on like your spiritual path or whatever you think your path is, that isolation or that loneliness or that confusion that you've been feeling is going to be lifted or decreased, and things are going to become more clear. And on the bottom we have the stork, which indicates like external changes happening to you. So I feel like something positive is changing, and at the very least, some of you guys might actually be like migrating, like moving, or even just like getting out of your house more. Will be a big change, but some of you might literally be moving. Some people might be starting a family, but whatever it is, you're not going to be as lonely. You're going to be more satisfied, and everything ahead of you is going to become much more obvious, which is great. But let's get more details. There could be someone that comes in and kind of nurtures you, and like with that stork energy too. Queen of Hearts. Spirit, what is going on? Yeah, maybe you guys have been just really focused on work and like really on your divine masculine, and like something's coming in that's like nurturing you and has like a lot of compassion, or someone, it could be a person. Some energy is coming in that's making you feel more compassionate and more like loved and like recognized for all your efforts you've been putting in. That's going to feel really good. Spirit, what is going on for group number 2? Wow, yeah, we got the Tower again. There's some big change happening, and the Tower in the tarot is a little bit different meaning, but that just came up twice. And we have the Four of Pentacles as the first card, which is about like being really stingy, like just working, like focusing on the material things. And I feel like that you've just been, you know, focusing on what you have or don't have, working a lot, living in this mindset like you don't have enough or that you're alone, and yeah, there's just like no flow of love, no flow of money going on. Just like, I feel like this is you like trapped in that tower that was isolated, but that tower is being broken down. Some major change. And the Tower also represents Uranus. Remember I said that in the beginning, there might be some transit in your chart that happens with Uranus, and Uranus brings about great changes. And a lot of people are afraid of the Tower card, but I actually like welcome it and I love it. I'm actually in a Tower year, if you know tarot birth stuff. But some things like destroying this tower, whatever this is, something huge change that's out of your control that you will be unexpected is happening, and that's going to take you out of this mindset or this feeling trapped in whatever this situation is, and see more clearly. I feel like there's been some sort of mindset going on that like you don't have enough, or you can't get to where you want, or everything you do isn't working for you. But really you're going to find out that you do have the tools, that like you are powerful and you're able to do more with your life. And I feel like that whatever is happening is really going to change your world. Like you're not going to be as isolated. You're going to appreciate what you have more. Spirit, can you give more information on what this Tower moment is? What is the Tower moment for group number 2? We have the World. Some of you guys really might be moving, but you're completing a cycle and you're getting out in the world. I think this confirmed it all with the first Tower I talked about in the letterman. Like, is this like getting out of isolation, getting out of a funk you've been in? You're getting out there, you're exploring more. A lot of you may actually be traveling, because we have the Stork too. That's like, I think that means like travel south, but it doesn't have to be. But there is a beach here. You guys are just getting out of this wherever you've been, and feeling more free and exploring. Like whatever's been trapping you is crumbling, and then you're going to be able to get out and do things. What more information, please, Spirit? Like you were wearing some hat. Ooh, whoa, that just flew out, whatever that was. Like whatever hat you were wearing, or multiple hats, like, you know, like you're doing all these things, like one of your roles in life is being flown away, and it might seem like bad at first, but it's going to give you so much more freedom. Let's see what this card is that came out. Yeah, we have 5 of Cups. So yeah, Spirit wants you to not focus on the loss or anything that happens that's going to be taken away, and realize that whatever this is going to lead to your happiness. Like, you know, like she's like crying over like spilled milk or whatever the hell it is, and there's like a party behind her and all this great stuff. So you're definitely being called to focus more on what you have instead of what you don't have. And I feel like you're going to definitely feel that and be more in line with your like nurture. Something about like, oh, motherly energy is coming out. Yeah, we have strength here. Yeah, be strong. You're going to come out of this stronger than before. You're going to like feel like whatever is happening is going to make you feel like invincible, like and powerful. And maybe you've been in a dark place because like, you know, with mental health or some sort of, you know, addiction or something like that, whatever that it means to you, whatever is some sort of self-sabotaging thing that's been going on, you're overcoming that. But I feel like you have to like hit rock bottom first, and then you're going the whole world, like so many opportunities are going to come. So I feel like that Tower moment is you like realizing that whatever is going on right now in your life is not working, and that's going to make you change your outlook. And then all of a sudden all these doors are going to open, and you're going to come out more powerful. You're going to realize what like flaws were or whatever before, or whatever wasn't serving you before, and you're going to work on them, and you're going to grow, and the world will be like your oyster. You're going to have so many opportunities. Spirit, what else for Group number 2. Can get more information, but I feel like it's mostly like mindset, like breaking down like whatever it is that's holding you back, this pessimism. We have growth here. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yes, you're totally growing. I feel like you're going to see things so much more clearly. Whatever it is for you specifically has been blocking you in your mind, like whether it's just thoughts or something, a person or a situation, maybe a career that's just not working for you. Once you get past that, you're going to grow. With that strength card too, you're going to, yes, things are only up for you. After this Tower moment. Then we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And it came out reversed, so I feel like there definitely is an imbalance going on, and whatever this change is going to make you appreciate what you have, be more balanced with your masculine and your feminine, and also with your thoughts. Like maybe sodalite would be great for you guys. I wear it for emotional balance. And if you like experience like mood swings and stuff like that, it can really help. We have success on the bottom, so whatever is going on will be successful. What else for a group? This changes will lead to success, so don't worry about changing or moving or leaving jobs or getting help or, you know. Security. Yeah, you're going to be fine. Don't worry. I feel like your heart's going to be safe. Maybe you're worried about getting out there, or because 41 is like 5, which is all about like change. And you might be fearing any change right now because you're, or like opening up to other people because your heart's been hurt in the past. But once you do this, and I also see that as like letting your heart out of your heart, like leaving this, like I feel like your heart chakra has been blocked and you haven't been letting people in and you've been isolating yourself, and that's the big change that's coming, is you opening up your heart and letting people in and growing and like, instead of hiding from your problems, acknowledging them, and you're getting better. And yeah, we have support. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're going to find support in multiple ways, I feel like, but you're going to feel secure and supported, and you might not feel that right now, and that's like, you're going to realize that things aren't as bad. You have people in your life that love you and you're supported. Possibly someone new is coming into your life that will be that for you, or you're just going to realize that you had it all along. And we have strings here on the bottom, so I feel like you are breaking some attachment, like I mentioned earlier. Maybe there was someone, you were codependent on someone, or an addiction, or something that you felt attached to. That's the Tower moment is breaking, and you might need help to get over that by going to like a support group or seeking help, and like you're going to be fine like once you do. So you have all the help in front of you, you just have to accept it, and once you do that, things are gonna be so much better. We have Saturn here, so we have Capricorn and Aquarius energy, and also this could just be like building more, like actually like breaking boundaries or having boundaries with people that might have been codependent, breaking like the structure of your day-to-day, and like, you know, that could be that Tower moment, and trying new things, making changes, getting out of the house if that's been hard for you, seeking the help of a mature person that's been through similar experiences as you. And then we have Aquarius, which rule Saturn is the traditional ruler. So yeah, and this is also like humanitarian card. I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to support you. You just have, when you reach out for them, it'll make life so much better, and you'll be able to see things more clearly and grow from them and learn from them, because you'll realize that other people have gone through things similar, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. We have Scorpio, the 12th house, and Uranus. Okay, yeah, that Tower moments come up multiple times. There's some huge change. Literally, some of you guys are moving, like I said, but there's some change in your thought process. I feel like you might be becoming more spiritual, closing old chapters that were hidden before. Maybe you had some issues that you never really acknowledged or worked on, and that is what is coming on. You're seeking help and support for that, and that's great. And Scorpio in the 12th house, yeah, you could be also just like maybe doing more holistic approaches to that as well. Maybe when you have this Tower moment, you'll start to be more spiritual, or because we start off with the mice tower in the crossing, and crossing could be like spiritual path. And maybe you've been kind of avoiding that, but that is coming. But it's like you're going to realize it's a good thing. And what you were afraid of before, what was hidden from you before, like that in your subconscious, it's going to come out, is actually like going to be a huge, powerful tool for you. Also, some of you guys, there could be Scorpios around. Oh my God, we have Uranus in the bottom here. Yes, that's coming through strong. Uranus, big changes, closing of old chapters that no longer serve you. And some of you guys, this might really just need to move away to, or like get away for a little bit for a change in scenery. Any final things, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like you guys have been trapped in a situation in your mind for too long, and you're going to be seeking balance, and you're going to be growing so much. I feel like I want one more card at least, Spirit, on this Tower moment. Can you give more clarity? It seems like it's mental health related or something like that, or something that's been blocking you, that, or addiction, something you're overcoming. Oh my God, yeah, here, imbalance. Something that's imbalance is becoming balanced. Like maybe you've been really having anger issues and you don't really know why you're feeling that way or something, because we had Mars in the beginning. But whatever it is, you're whatever imbalance it is, chemical imbalance, or imbalance with your life and like partnerships, whatever it is for you specifically, that is what's causing it. It's gonna, like, that imbalance is gonna be too much, and you're gonna seek balance and change, and that's what's gonna happen. And then we have the Star card here, which is also an Aquarius card, Uranus, and this is about divine inspiration. Like, this Tower moment is like a lightning strike from like the divine trying to get you, that's getting your life back on track, causing positive change, and they're asking you to, like, you know, remain positive, connect with your spirit team or God, whatever you call it, you know, and know you're not alone, and these changes are for the best. And with the 12th house in Scorpio too, I feel like you guys have some gifts. If you've had anyone that's like passed on, that's what you've been really upset about or feeling lonely about, like, I feel like they're watching you, they're your spirit team, and they want to communicate with you. And I feel like when you're out in nature, you might, like, when you see like any kind of bird or something like that, or just getting outside in nature will be really helpful, and you might feel more connected to them. But they're there, and they, like, I feel like you have all the tools, like, and you've been blocking this out, and they want to support you and help you move forward. So that would be really helpful. And it doesn't even need to be a deceased person, it can just be an answer. Some like divine help is there for you, and you just have to ask for help, and they'll help you get through whatever this struggle is. And you're going to find there's going to be some Tower moment that total imbalance is going to lead to change that makes your life more balanced. So I feel like that was all over the place. I tried to get more information, but it seems like, you know, we're all our own worst critic, right? And I feel like you're going to be working on that and starting to love yourself and move forward and have such a more loving, supportive, more open life and get out more. So good for you. I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below. Please leave a comment and please subscribe if you haven't already. So I will see you in the next video. I love you. Hi, group 3. Last but not least, I did get a little hot, so I turned on the air conditioning. I'm sorry if you can hear that, but let's get into your reading. So you guys chose the lesson, like soul journey lesson deck or something. I think this is what it's called. So I feel like the next big surprise is like you're learning some major lesson. And then we had, was it Cancer on top? Yeah, so maybe you're a Cancer sign, or this lesson that's going to be learned is through a family member, someone close, or through nurturing another. We'll get all the information, but just right off the bat, I feel like you're learning some major lesson that's going to be really important. Looks like it's going to storm here. Spirit, what is happening? What surprise is happening to group number 3 next? What surprise is happening for group number 3? And on the bottom. So the first card that came out is the Sun, which is like all-encompassing happiness and success. Sometimes it can be like just feeling really happy and joyful and having like, you know, great things happening to you after a period of potentially like feeling like more dark. And it looks like this is coming soon, because the card next to it we have is the Rider card, and this means like it's coming towards you. So if you've been feeling down, like some good news is coming, happiness is coming, like a brighter future is headed your way. And I feel like what will help you get to this point is through some sort of knowledge or reading. Perhaps you guys are learning something new, or you'll be inspired by a book. Also, this could just mean you're getting this message through some sort of written media. But I feel like you're getting some sort of knowledge super soon that is going to lead to you feeling more successful and happy. Like all-encompassing, like good stuff is coming through this new knowledge, this message, this information that you're getting, and it may be coming from a female potentially. Doesn't have to be, but let's get some tarot cards now to expand on this. But overall, this is feeling good. So Spirit, can you expand on this? What good news is coming? What good things? What success? What are these surprises coming in for our group number 3? What is happening for group number 3? With all these, we have 2 aces and a 1, so it's this change that's coming, it seems very new, and so like this is a video about surprises, but it's going to be unexpected. And it's going to be really happy. I love this for you. Yeah, I feel like luck hasn't really felt like it's been on your side, but the wheels are turning. Let's get one more card. You felt like you're at a crossroads. No longer yet. Okay, wait, multiple cards here. So yeah, you're having a whole new rebirth here. If you felt really burdened, like things just were stacking up, you couldn't handle it, like you just burnt out, like that's gonna change. Like you're gonna delegate responsibility, get rid of things that don't serve you. You're gonna release this heaviness that's been on your shoulders. All of these tasks you've had to do, they're being lifted, and yeah, the wheels turning, things are changing. I just feel like things have been, like you felt like things are just been shitty, like bad luck's been going on, nothing's going in your favor. But that cycle is completing, and you're starting on this brand new journey. And again, with the Page of Pentacles, you guys really are learning something new. If you felt like you're at a crossroads, like you're figuring out where you're going, like you're charging forward, and whatever this is with that rider too. Some of you guys literally may be traveling or picking up a new hobby, starting a new job, starting a new field of study, figuring out your passion. You're like getting out there, and you might be getting some news actually of this. Maybe you might be getting some news of some small, like not small, like not like major either. It could be, but some sort of good news financially. Like maybe you've been wanting to study something new or travel to some place or do XYZ, but you felt like you didn't have the money to do so. You're going to get that funding, or maybe you could be getting news of a raise at work or a promotion. Or maybe if you have children, they could be getting into school or have some good like news related to your child. Like maybe they got their tuition covered or something like that. But good news financially, or starting out on some new like skill building or knowledge building that's going to lead to financial success and happiness. Like you're going to enjoy it too. Like this new path that's coming, this new cycle is going to be not only making you happy, but lucrative too. And it might make you physically move somewhere else, but it doesn't have to. But it's a brand new cycle. The death card here, like this is like a rebirth for you. I feel like the days have been dark, like things have been not as you like, and things are changing. An opportunity is coming to you very soon. So it's up to you to take it, but I feel like you will. This is looking really good. Let's get let's see what lesson. What is this lesson, Spirit? I feel like you're just learning to say yes to yourself and follow your own path and let go of what no longer serves you. That seems to be a major theme for the collective lately, though. But it couldn't, you know, when I said kids earlier, maybe because Cancer can relate to the family. Also, it can rule like lakes in fresh water, so maybe you're going somewhere this summer or something that'll really uplift you, like with the map there in the sun. Could be somewhere warmer, or it's just getting warmer in most places. But more doors are opening up for you. You're going to be learning a lot of new things. Take that opportunity to learn more. Like it'll really expand your world. Maybe you'll be learning from those close to you. You're getting over some sort of grief. We have grief reversed here. So I can see that too. Right from the beginning I said times would have been dark. Like, you know, things are getting happier. Whatever really caused you grief in the past. Maybe some of you actually lost a loved one, or just something happened that really has been heavy on your shoulder, like just has really been keeping you down. You're starting to see things more in a better light and not so dark, and see that there is a path ahead, and something or someone is coming in to help you move forward. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yeah, maybe there's some wisdom you gained through this grief process or whatever happened before that is going to help expand your life and help other people too. Maybe you'll use the knowledge you learned from that experience to help others. And then we have purpose. Yeah, I think like whatever has happened to you in the past, or like maybe if you're not even experiencing grief, you just haven't been happy. I don't know, but I feel like you guys have been. You're gonna realize through the hard times, you're finding your purpose. And I know that's hard to think sometimes, and it sucks. No one should have to go through certain things, but I feel like you're taking back your power from the grief and trauma that's happened to you, and you're learning from that and using it to find your purpose. I know what I am here to do. And I feel like that's what you're going out and getting with all this knowledge and everything. Like, you're going for this whole new cycle. It's like a whole new you. One more card, Spirit. Yeah, and growth. I feel like you've been kind of hesitant to grow and like expand because you've been feeling down, but that is changing. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yes. And forgiveness is on the bottom. So maybe whatever this trauma entails, like, or even forgiving yourself. Like, acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And I feel like that's a big thing happening to you. You're gonna, like, not hold on to bad feelings anymore. It doesn't mean you have to forgive people like for what they did. It might still be wrong, but it doesn't mean you have to dwell on it and like keep giving them your power by thinking about it all the time, if that makes sense. What else for group number 3, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like once you open up those doors, good stuff is flowing in. Yeah, we have hope. Yeah, you're having hope again. Like, whatever. This is beautiful, honestly. Chemistry. Some of you guys might literally be studying some science or chemistry, but also there might just be someone that you're really attracted to, and maybe it's been a while since you felt that like connection with someone. But also I feel like this is also like your like brain chemistry is like becoming more, you were in a dark place and now you're more hopeful. Maybe there was like some, because whatever grief happened before, like, imbalance with serotonin and dopamine, all that stuff, and you're like getting more balance, and it's like maybe some of you guys literally are getting on a medication. I'm not, go to doctor or therapist if you have to, but like maybe like you're just becoming more balanced internally and stuff, and that's helping you have a more positive outlook, and then that's leading to you having more hope for life. That's leading to you doing these new things. That's leading to you becoming successful and growing as a human and expanding your mind and like finding your purpose. Yeah, and then we have daydream fell out too. So what have you been dreaming about your whole life? Maybe like this is a dream, like this purpose and everything has been something that's been in your mind since you were young, but you thought it wasn't possible. But now you're realizing like your dreams can come true. Maybe you're even just starting to dream again, like, with this like hopefulness is like sun coming back out in your life, like getting over this grief. You're like starting to be like, what do I want? And like exploring more and stuff. It's awesome. And we have support on the bottom. So you will be supported through this process of growth and transformation. I really like this feeling. I'm really sorry if you're still in the feeling really like down in grief and just awful, but I see that soon you're gonna feel so much better. It's like it's like right, like the book spine is like closed towards the other cards, but like once you like open yourself up and allow all that like light and love to flow into your life again, it's gonna be so great. Woo. Cards have been flying today, that's how I know. What are the energies here? We have soul, which is sun. Of course, that's what flew out. Yes. I mean, this could represent a Leo in your life, but really this is like this, just confirming that like life's about to get a lot brighter and sunnier, and it's amazing. And then we have Libra, and life is going to get balanced, more beautiful. Libra is ruled by Venus, so maybe a Libra or a Leo could be, you know, a part of this new journey for you and this new experience. But I see this a lot. It's just having more balanced relationships, having more love, having more confidence, feeling more beautiful, and just being more open and happy to other people. Like maybe you've been closed off to other people. Like your door is closed and you're like, I'm not letting anyone in. But like someone's charging in that's gonna change your world. Did I use all the decks already? Spirit, what else? I want more. I want more because I really I like your reading. I want to know more about this. Temperance, more balance in your life. That just confirms what I was just saying. Thanks. And it adds up to number 5 is like change. Like if things have been feeling really chaotic and icky and just, you know, just a lot of change has been going on. The change that's going to be happening is for the best, and it's going to bring forth more balance. Maybe some of you guys literally will get into like doing yoga and other energy type work just to like work on getting yourself more balanced and in tune with your body, and that'll help with your spiritual growth, mental growth, help you get more hope and stuff like that. But whatever is happening, this change is bringing forth balance and restoration. And like nothing too much. Like if there's been any issues with like not doing enough or doing too much, like, you know, this is definitely like a blended energy, like a good teamwork. Like things are definitely just falling into place for you. And I think doing yoga, getting out in the sun and learning new things and expanding your knowledge, like growing in any way you can, especially by learning and taking care of your well-being, will help this cycle even more. One more card, please, Spirit. And that will get those wheels turning. That sun shining in. Oh, I'm so glad. And then we have the Emperor reversed right here, and then the Mountain of Cups. So yeah, maybe something that's been bringing you down. This might have to do with like a authority figure, father figure, especially with all these sun cards that could be a male, masculine. Breaking free of that, the grief over someone. It seems like a masculine authority type figure, but it doesn't have to be masculine, just like authority figure in some sense. I feel like might be the cause of some of this grief that has happened in the past, or a loss that's happened, or like a bad boss or something that happened. I feel like you're gonna like do the shadow work and like do the work on yourself and figure out, like, you know, get over the trauma, not get over, but like work through the stuff that's happened in the past, and that's going to bring forth all this balance and beauty, and you're going to be able to grow so much. And I feel like you don't expect things to, this is going to be a surprise how great your life's going to be once you do this inner work and spiritual growth and learn new things, and it's going to happen quickly once you start putting the work in. So yay, that's what I have for you, group number 3. I hope this was helpful. Looks like a bright future ahead. You have to let me know how this resonates and what happens. I love you so much. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. So I will see you in the next video. I love you. Bye.